Today I'm replacing the bearings on my KTM 300XC. This procedure is the same for, well, most bikes, I'd say. You know, when your bearing is shut, when you wiggle it, you can feel something. You won't be able to hear it right now, but trust me, when I move the tire from side to side like this, I can feel something. And as soon as there's a play, you just change it. You don't mess around with that. So just need to take the wheel off. Okay, there are two bearings, one on each side. And on the outside, there's a seal, which in this case, it's the original one, I think, because it's metal. So just take it out. And then there's I'll try to show you. Clean everything first. It'll be easier to see. All right, take a look. There's a circlip in there. Right there, there's a circlip. Another problem is I don't have a good tool for that. I only have those crappy pliers. But still, it should work. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe not. Right. Okay, it's out. Almost. Yeah, it's out of the groove. So I could just pry it out, I guess. Try not to break it. There it is. Alright, there's two ways to remove the bearing. First one, the caveman method, which works. You just take a long ratchet extension and you bang it from the other side out. The only thing, gotta be careful, because if it goes out sideways, you might break the hub. And the method I'm going to use though is with a puller, because I have one, so might as well use it. You want to put it underneath in this little lip. Well, there used to be a lip there. It's gone, I guess. Yeah, this little lip that's supposed to be there. It's going to grab the metal. Usually it's underneath, but right now, since there's no lip at all, I guess it don't matter really. It always helps when you heat it up first, so the metal expands a bit. Should do it. See, a little heat always helps. Now I'll do the same thing on the other side. Bearings are out. I'll clean everything, because I always do. Plus, if there's some rust or debris, just remove everything, clean it up. There's the old bearing, and this is the new stuff. All balls aren't the best bearings, but if you change them often enough, it's not going to make a difference. Plus, you get a cool sticker. Yay! So it comes with seals and the bearings. You could use the bearings like this. Some people put them in the freezer and then they put them in. It might be a bit easier, but I didn't have time this time. There's grease in there, but a lot of people, what they do, they just remove the seal on the side, and they add some more grease because apparently there's never enough, and sometimes, actually it's true, sometimes, no. See, there's a bearing with the, and you can see there's grease in there, but there's not a whole lot of it. So I'll add some more. I'll just put it in my hand, and I'll just press the grease in there. I'll try to show you. Might not be the best technique, but it's for the camera. Alright, I'll just put the seal back, same way it was. Just press it in. There you go, this one's ready. I'll do the same thing for the other one. You gotta remember, there's a side without a circlip, just this one, and the other side has one. So I'll put it together, well, in the reverse order that I do everything. So first I need to drive my bearing in there. Bearing's ready, and I want to heat the whole thing before I do that. Like I said, sometimes you might want to put it in the freezer. Some people do, some people don't. But when you drive it, it's important not to drive it by driving the inside or the seal. You want to apply pressure on the outside. So there's three ways really to do that. Either you take an old bearing and you drive it using it, but at the end the old bearing is going to go in. You can use a socket, or if you want, you can just use a driver of the right size. So I'll start by putting some heat. Alright, then you take your bearing, you put on top. Again, important to try and make it go straight. And you tap it gently till you can feel the bottom. It's all in. Now for the seal, I always apply some grease, but you know what? It's still hot. I'll wait. On the other side there's a spacer, if I can find it. There it is. And bearing. So again, some heat. I guess you don't have to. If you're stuck in the middle of the woods, you don't have a propane canister, so it's okay. might just put some more stress on the hub itself. By heating it, I'm just making the metal more, well, softer, I guess. Seated properly. You want to make sure you have your groove, the channel for the pin. There it is. Alright, that's all in. Now I need to put the seals back. It's hot, but not that hot. I always add a bit of grease in there. And then you just press the seal in there. You don't have to, but I do. Sometimes I just put grease inside of the seal, but again, if you change it often enough, it's not gonna rust or anything. Now I just need to put the wheel back on the bike and I'm ready to go.